good evening. Anything that we discuss today is going to be for educational purposes. I'd like to welcome you all to Digital Trading Floor. It's a platform where we disseminate financial data in real time to provide actionable insights using live streaming technologies. So follow along as I navigate the markets by trading in my own account. And hopefully, you will learn how I analyze the data in real time to make trading decisions. The purpose of making this video is to analyze Nifty options, open interest data. We're going to be analyzing Nifty on multiple time frames and we will be framing a view for tomorrow, that is 17th December. And apart from the index, we would be discussing our stock watch list. If we analyze options open interest data, then you will see that highest amount of open interest in calls is at 13,700 strike and 13,800 strike. And if we see the puts, highest amount of open interest is at 13,600 strike followed by 13,500 strike. So we get a broad range of 13,800 to 13,500 level for 17th December weekly expiry. So tomorrow is also weekly expiry. So one would have to be very cautious in trading. And if we see what happened in intraday, that is the change in open interest data, you will see that today open interest was reduced in multiple strikes: 13,400, 13,450, 13,500, 13,550, 13,600, 13,650, and so on. So the reason for this decrease in open interest was that market today opened with a gap and we had a close at an all-time high today, and call option buyers, they would have booked their profits, while call option writers, they would have booked their losses. And that is why you are seeing this decrease in open interest in calls in strikes which are now in the money. And if we see puts, highest amount of puts were written at 13,600 strike today. And if we see calls, highest amount of calls were written at 13,850 levels. If we see the option max pain data for 17th December weekly expiry, so the max pain has shifted from 13,500 to 13,600 levels. So if market was to expire around 13,600 levels, then option writers would suffer the least amount of losses, theoretically speaking. And since tomorrow is expiry, market can potentially expire around 13,550 to 13,650 levels, because that would be closer to max pain levels. If we analyze Nifty on multiple time frames, you will see that on the monthly time frame, market is under control of buyers above 13,062 levels on the monthly time frame. And today we opened with a gap, and so weekly time frame is also now under control of buyers above the open, which is 13,571 levels. And if we see the daily time frame, here you will see now we are in an uptrending structure. That is, we made a higher high and a higher low today, and based on the structure, the trend is clearly up. And today, above the open 13,663 levels, we had time frame continuity to the upside. That is, at above 13,663 levels, we had a situation in which market was under control of buyers on all the time frames: monthly time frame, weekly time frame, as well as the daily time frame today, which can be seen from intraday chart as well. And based on the daily time frame, here we can see the structure is an uptrending structure now with higher high and a higher low. And based on the daily time frame, we get the following scenario for 17th December: above 13,692 we can trade towards 13,715, 13,744 levels, and potentially 13,778 levels. And you would also recall that highest amount of open interest in call strike is at 13,800 levels. And if we see the uh, below 13,639 levels, we can potentially trade towards 13,606 levels, 13,583 levels, and potentially 13,554 levels. And if you remember, that highest amount of open interest in put is at 13,500 strike, with max pain being at 13,600. So potential potentially market can expire anywhere between 13,550 to 13,650 tomorrow, and 13,692 to 13,639 is a neutral price range. Of course, the levels which we are saying for expiry around 13,550 to 13,650, it would be in an ideal scenario uh, if market was to expire near the maximum levels, but scenarios are hardly anytime ideal. But the reason why I'm saying is that potentially market can expire near the maximum level is due to the new margin rules. So we are observing that option writing currently is performing relatively well. So that is why I'm saying that it can potentially expire near the max main levels tomorrow itself. But we have a scenarios above 13,692. We can potentially trade towards 13,715, and 13,778. Or on the flip side, below 13,639, potentially we can trade towards 13,606, 13,583, and 13,554 levels. The stocks that we have chosen in our watch list comprises of all inside candles. So inside candles, they are formed when there is an equilibrium between both the buyers and the sellers. So we'll look for opportunities if market trades above the high low range of today, which in tomorrow's context is going to be previous day highs and previous day lows. So if market trades above previous day highs in these stocks, then we'll look for buying opportunity, and if market trades below previous day lows, we'll look for selling opportunities. So in Axis Bank, we'll look to buy above 615, or we'll look to sell below 604.7 levels. Second stock is HDFC Life. So we'll look to buy above 655.85 levels, or we'll look to sell below 647.15 levels. State Bank of India, we'll look to buy it above 273.75 levels, or we'll look to sell it below 268.4 levels. BPCL is our fourth stock. Above 406, we'll look to buy it, or below 398.2, we'll look to sell it. Our fifth stock is Bata India. So we'll look to buy it above 1,626.1 levels, or we'll look to sell it below 1,593 levels. And our final stock is ITC. So we'll look to buy it above 215.65 levels, or we'll look to sell it below 213.4 levels. Finally, before ending this video, I would be summarizing that we are trading in a broad range of 13,800 to 13,500 based on the overall open interest data, and tomorrow above 13,692 we can trade towards 13,715, 13,744, and potentially 13,778 levels. And on the flip side, below 13,639 we can potentially trade towards 13,606, 13,583, and potentially 13,554. And max main has shifted from 13,600 has shifted to 13,600 from 13,500 levels. So potentially market can expire around 13,550 to 13,650 levels as well tomorrow. As I've already mentioned that due to the change in margin rules, now option trading so far has been favorable towards the option writers. So that is why I am concluding that there is a potential that it may expire near the max main levels. And our stock watch list comprises of inside candles, and these are Axis Bank, HDFC Life, State Bank, BPCL, Bata India, and ITC. So we look to trade it towards direction of breakouts uh, beyond previous day range. So if we trade above previous day highs in these stocks, we'll look to buy. If we trade below previous day low, we'll look to sell. And today's high low range in tomorrow's context is going to be previous day high and previous day lows. So I've already mentioned the levels. And finally, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. Do hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to Digital Trading Floor